Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
You know.
You just watching the courthouse for me?
No, I have a court case at 5.
What?
Yeah, against one, Timothy Gentry.
Oh,
Yeah, he owes me $500,000 for when I sold him Stroke Masters.
oh shit.
Yeah, he doesn't pay me. And now he's gone
Mm.
fucked up.
Well, you get your money, girl.
Yeah, well, depends on which account they want to take it out of, you know?
Yep.
Because I can't get any money from Stroke Masters because that place is shut down.
Oh yeah. Yep, yep. Stolen goods.
Yeah, not on my watch.
That's crazy. Hello. Welcome to the courthouse.
Hello, thank you.
There's a courthouse or town hall in the
I don't
expansion
know.
part is the courthouse.
I think the courthouse is that place over there and this is City Hall. I'm not sure.
I think that makes sense to me. We're just gonna have to find you a courtroom because this one's currently shut down for some sort of gas leak. We'll see where the judge wants to have it.
Yeah, right? He's like, it's in my chambers. No one can watch this.
Hmm. They might have it in the conference room.
We just have it outside.
Oh yeah, we've done that before.
On the roof.
On the roof. Yeah, we could do it on the roof above the courthouse.
Yeah,
Same thing.
see? Hmm. Hey, I might win.
Hey.
But will he pay me? That's what I thought.
Oh. If he doesn't pay, he ends up going to jail. So
Yep.
disobeying a court order.
Yep. And then it's taken from his account, so he's negative all that money. Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm in the courthouse now. I gotta go. I'll maybe call you later. Bye bye.
What if they want to come up with a payment plan? Are you willing to accept a payment plan?
We already offered that.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, this man,
Howdy.
this man
Hey, how are
changed
you?
his name to avoid this.
Oh shit.
Hi.
I was looking to speak to someone about my arrest record, if someone's available.
Oh. Let me check that for you. Currently, no clerks or judges on duty.
Oh, shit.
But there's a court case. Maybe after that, you'll be able to grab a clerk or a judge.
Oh, is the court in session now?
No, 5.
Could take 1 hour.
Okay, sweet, yeah. I might hang around for that.
Yeah, what are you looking to get done? An expungement? Did you just want to talk about it?
Well, I got arrested, and, and fair enough, I got arrested for a thing, but, I got, like, really heavy-handed, and I don't think there was any evidence, and, I think the cop was having a bad day. I don't even know if there's an evidence chain of anything that I supposedly done, so just looking to see, like, someone to look into my case, see if there is anything there, because, like, I was basically innocent, just a little bit of mischief.
How'd you plea?
I plead not guilty because I wanted to talk to a judge, but there was none
Hey,
around.
good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So what you want to do is you want to call. I think it's 666 is the lawyer line, and see if any lawyers pick up. They'll be able to subpoena any information you need and see if you got a case. Because otherwise, if you talk to a judge about this, it's going to what's that word called there? Help me out.
Like Jeopardy
Conflict
or
them.
something. Conflict. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, conflict them out of the
Okay,
case.
yeah, I got you. Okay, sweet. So I'll call a lawyer line. Yeah, see what they got. Like I'm not saying shit. I'm not completely innocent. I'm not completely guilty. But yeah, it was just fucked. The whole thing. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, you could try. That's what they're there for, right?
Yeah. I'll give them a ring in a moment and see if someone picks up. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, no worries.
Get some new IDs while I'm here. Hello, Dolores. Another set of IDs, please.
So now that you sold Stroke Masters, what do you do?
Well, I'm trying to get a shop in Toledo.
Oh, all the way up. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because I realized there's nothing up there, and I want to get out of the city.
Yeah, up in Polito would be nice. It'd help all the rangers out.
Yep. And if y'all are up there, fighting crime and stuff.
Oh, I don't let the vest fool you. I'm just a bailiff. I don't work for the BCSO.
Well, even the regular
Yeah.
police.
These cops will shoot me if I pull out my weapons. These goddamn security guards.
I know. I threw a phone in the thing behind me once. And they got all upset.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're really strict on what you can and can't have. It's a cute butterfly top you got there.
I think it's my favorite.
Oh, actually, I'm looking for a vehicle. Do you know the Boer?
No, I've only rented it from the rental guy. I haven't actually found it yet.
Damn, I want one.
I want one too because the rest is my husband's car.
They're so nice.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for sale yet. Same with the regular Izzy. I want one.
Yeah, yeah.
The Izzy drives like crap, but I want it because it's a convertible.
Oh, look at this. There's the daily dealership update
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Yeah. Wow, this guy goes around and actually
Right?
checks everything. Wow. I don't know. I'm not much of a car guy, but I need a
Yeah.
ride.
What kind of car are you looking for?
Mm, I don't know if I want to go for a car or like my favorite like chopper kind of deal. I love me some choppers. But
Yeah, I have a Diablos, I think it is.
yeah, I need something that could safely transport me and the judges around just in case. Any four door would be really nice.
Hi, Vic.
Hello, welcome to City Hall.
Oh, not talking to me? That's fine. I'll just sit here and cry.
She's entranced. behind that cat motorcycle helmet.
What do you talk about, Agnes?
Um, so the lawyer's gonna try and get a continuance because we have new evidence. Yeah, remember how we thought Gunner changed his name to avoid all this?
Yeah.
Turns out it's true.
I mean, yeah, that was a given.
Leo has been introduced as a witness because Gunner told him he changed his name. And because Gunner is now suing Leo for his oopsie daisy, Leo says fuck him.
What the fuck's even going on?
So Leo got in trouble for Catholic murders. He was toppled over. Wrangler saw him, offered to help, and then searched him. Leo admitted that they were for stroke masters. And they got raided and found calipers at the shop.
Okay, but between me and you, was it actually for stroke masters?
Yeah.
Gunner, that dumb bitch.
Yeah, he admitted to the whole thing. It was quite the show.
Yeah.
So,
And now
He's like-
Gunner's trying to sue him.
you can't sue for that. There's nothing suable there.
He's suing for I don't even know, but yeah.
There's nothing you could sue him for.
The only thing he could sue for is like if he claims he didn't know that like this guy was using stolen goods, right? And then you put the business in jeopardy for that. It could be a liability suit.
No,
that's about
because
it.
he couldn't in a million years prove that he didn't know.
Because
true.
Gunner has
Mainly
access to
because
all this
everyone
yeah.
fucking knows, anyways. Everyone knew that they were selling stolen shit as drug masters.
I mean, they were
Gunner
selling license plates.
approved it. Oh yeah, that too.
Mhm.
And CAD injectors.
Yeah, don't forget those. Okay, not everyone, just Gunner.
Yeah, everyone knew he was.
Yeah. But
Yeah, after
I can afford
after the
Ellie.
court trial, Leo
Yeah,
came back
that's-
and started spilling the beans on everybody. He just said, "Fuck everyone.
yeah.
This is who everybody I work for. This is it, and I keep everything there at all these businesses." And he fucked everyone.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But
Vic.
Yeah.
I talked to Nim about the Polito shop. So that's on the ball. I'm starting to get the funds together. So as soon as it's available, we're gonna buy it. She said she's gonna put in the surveillance survey. I told her I just want locking doors right now. We can worry about the rest later.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Because that gives us time to find like a better blueprint or whatever we want.
Yeah. Can you come over here real quick?
Yee. What's up?
I need Batman not to be fucking stupid.
Why? What do you do?
Get away from the deputy first.
I can whisper, you know.
Yeah, but nah, it's more fun this way.
In case he overhears. What's
So
wrong
you
with
know
him?
that fun fucking rule of don't talk about shit unless you're on a payphone?
Yeah.
He sends me 2 texts in the same fucking thing. Have you started taking the ladies out?
Oh yeah.
Dumb bitch. Like. Also, you know whose number this is? It's
Yeah.
555-3554.
What is it? What's the number?
3554.
No.
Oh look who it is.
dog is here. Are you okay?
Hmm?
You look really sad.
No, I'm okay.
It kind of look like you got the shit beat out of you. Not gonna
Not
lie.
too.
No, I'm okay.
Annabelle hasn't beaten her up yet.
Mm-mm.
So,
What's up?
I saw that Annabelle entered my text messages to Gunner.
I don't think they were your text messages, were they?
Yeah, they were between me and Gunner. And like the last things we talked about were the bank account, so he could send me money.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why any of this matters.
Like, I was confused. I was like, that's not my problem that Gunner hasn't reached out to me or anything. Like, I'm not gonna reach out to him.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, that is you reaching out.
Well, I meant, like, since I got the lawyer, I haven't reached out to him.
Yeah. I mean, once again, serving someone with an intent to sue, that is reaching
Yeah.
out. Like,
Like,
hey,
what am I
man.
gonna do? Keep hounding him? Be like, hey, what about this money? Hey.
Yeah, like, at that point, you're supposed to have mediations between, because it's a civil suit matter.
Yeah.
Just have mediations between you and the lawyer, but fucking Timothy Gentry never reached out to any lawyers.
Right.
Or never reached out to any of your lawyers. It was very obvious. It's public who the fuck they were. And they
Right.
served them together. Both of them were there.
And then he changed his name to try and avoid all this, and he even admits it to people.
And then he fucking tries to be like, oh, I wasn't served, and that's bullshit.
Gunner was served. Timothy wasn't.
Yeah. Alright, I'm trying to understand. Hold on. Let's go
Susan?
somewhere. It's just over here by the fountain.
Come on. I'm confused about what Annabelle wants, honestly.
I literally don't fucking get what she thinks is gonna happen here.
Because no matter what, he has to pay me.
Yeah, other than
There's
like
literally-
wasting my fucking time. Here's what I have a question about.
Yeah.
And you guys might have an answer because you're business owners, you know business owners. If a business incurs a debt that exceeds the totality of its assets, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens to the remainder? Is there bankruptcy? Do they declare bankruptcy? Or does it pass on to the owner?
It goes on to the owner, usually.
Okay, so it's not an LLC then.
There's no bankruptcy laws and whatnot in the city.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
all-
my
Usually your
point
assets,
is that
your assets usually start getting taken.
yeah, my point is it's not sole proprietorship because that's impossible. It's illegal almost in this state, right? If you have a business, it needs to be owned by a business, right? There's a not sole proprietorship. It's not a partnership because you had one person. And partnerships, by definition, have more than one. It's not an LLC because there's no limited liability because the liability is passed on to you. You're not protected by liability.
Mm-hmm.
Which means
It used to be a partnership. It used to be me and like 3 other people.
when you
But
initially
now it's
bought
just
it,
yeah. Now it's just Gunner himself. So he's taking on all
Yeah.
the responsibility.
all right. So, I mean, what that means is it's a fucking corporation.
Yeah. Hello.
How y'all doing?
No, you know, it would be great if this could get settled.
Is that going on today, or did it get continue, Ashley?
I think it's still going on today.
Still going on, but I'm gonna motion for
Alright.
continuous. Like, immediately. I'm so sorry.
Oh
Agnes,
my
I'm
God.
so sorry.
You're so
Yeah, I'm so hyped up for court.
It's okay.
Okay, so here's what we're... The exceptions to limited liability for corporations. What we're going to argue is what's called complete domination, which is where the owner exercises such complete control over the corporation that it essentially becomes an extension of their personal business.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, I mean, there's just not like...
I'm waiting for Freddie
Alright.
to be like, I'm done with this. Pay this lady.
I literally have no idea why he would decline a mortgage.
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up.
What the hell? Alright.
Okay. What happened to the other people who went in this with you? Did they put money in with you?
Yeah.
Did you buy
Actually-
them out?
Not yet, because I was waiting for this money.
Talk about for Stroke Masters?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
They're
then
still-
it's not even
They're
your
still
business
technically
to
my
sell.
partners. Because we
It's
all
literally
agreed
not
to,
even
we
your
all,
business to
we
sell,
all agreed to
Agnes,
sell
yeah.
it. We all agreed to sell it.
No, I know. I'm not saying fuck you. I'm just saying you
I'm
need
only-
the signatures of the other people for it to be valid.
Well, they were kind of like
Yeah,
silent
no.
partners.
Yeah, but if it's a corp, which it is, then they have stakes, and their stakes need to be addressed. And you
Well-
didn't specify that you were selling your stakes. Yeah, I don't like. This is all such invalid bullshit. This contract is going to be voided.
I mean, yeah. We should actually get a new one, honestly.
I was just trying to drop a new one. Like, I felt like that was a pretty amicable fucking solution.
Yeah, but she doesn't want anything, you know?
Honestly, even without a continuance, I think it's just done for because there's fucking nothing to argue. He's supposed
Yeah,
to pay,
I mean,
he hasn't paid.
I just want more fucking money. To be honest, that's why. And, like, if it does come up to he doesn't own it, Agnes still owns it, then he's committed tort by fucking loss of reputation, loss of profits.
Oh, yeah, he's made
Fucking-
it so bad now.
It's... Yeah, like, not to mention, what do they call it? What's the term where you could have sold it to somebody else?
I don't know.
Specifically for contract fulfillment. One sec.
You want to hear something funny, Vic? He was trying to sell it to Leo. For only
That's
$1 million.
hilarious. I mean, if he fucking testifies to that, that's hilarious. Did Leo tell you that?
Yeah, that's why I thought he was
Oh,
going to
then
tell
we
you
can
all
get
this.
Yeah, we can get a stay. Cool.
Yeah, I think most of the employees have also left, so that's...
Hey, Martino.
How you doing?
Doing good.
You got a car? I gotta drop.
Think I should get some?
Pieces of paper off. Well, I gotta drop a piece of paper off at BCO South. It'd be like 2 seconds.
Do I have a car?
Yeah, or should I just run and get a rental? I don't know if your car's here. Have one of your keys, I think. Go away.
Yeah, that shit's fucked. My ignition got... Actually, sorry, I've been throws on the ground. Yeah, let me go get a... What are you serving? Alright.
Yeah, I see what... I know what you're saying, though, like...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what Annabelle wants from us.
She's fighting a fight that doesn't need to be fought.
She's
Like,
fighting a... Not even an uphill battle.
There's lawyer's not gonna fucking fight.
Yeah.
Owed you money, and he still owes you money.
Be
There's
watered,
nothing
right?
that could be changed about that.
Well, yeah,
'Cause that's
and
what
Yeah.
happens in the forest.
And the fact that
yeah,
she's
and the weed was
fighting.
also in like pots. So
Like I don't get why she entered the messages. Like what the fuck that's
Okay,
about.
so I'm a lawyer.
I don't know
I
what
believe
you're
in
saying.
fighting the good fight. However, if you're gonna be a lawyer that's gonna sit there and fight a stupid fucking fight that's just this fucking bad, they should fucking take your bar license.
Right? And then she's just rejecting everything we put to her, you know?
She is not operating in good faith.
Like is she just
going
trying to get
deny
money from
everything.
Gunner? Like what the hell is she trying to do?
She's gonna get money either way.
Alright, I gotta go hit the head.
All right, but
You know what? Let's ask this deputy right here. Deputy,
yeah.
say, hypothetically, you arrested somebody, right?
Uh-huh.
Dead rights. You got fingerprints. You got eyewitness. You saw it yourself also.
Uh-huh.
So the lawyer comes down, and you try to give them the, an olive branch. You say, you know what? I'll give you a deal. Plead guilty. We'll knock down a charge. We'll give him less time, right?
Yep.
And the lawyer basically says, "Fuck you." No, this is What'd you say? Prejudiced?
Something like that.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And proceeds to want to keep on fighting it in court. How would you feel about that lawyer?
Unfortunately, there are a lot of lawyers that do this. A lot of them.
But in your opinion, should she be able to remain a lawyer when she
And
does
you
that
keep
kind of
making
shit?
deals with her, really like, hey, this is a deal, this is a deal.
So in my opinion, the lawyer needs to act in the best interest of the client, right? If you're not doing that, then you're not doing your job as a lawyer.
Best interest to give him the fucking pay before he's press actual fucking charges for shit he's done.
Yeah, but so many lawyers and especially their clients will just want to take it to court anyways and try their luck. Because unfortunately, like I've seen things stacked against people, but a judge, for whatever reason, would just be like, no, not guilty.
I like when they go to court and they get more charges added. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Or the
yeah.
charges get changed to something even worse. It's like, ooh, you should look at that deal.
Because as they're fighting in court, they fucking admit to something midway through, and
Uh-huh.
every fucking time it happens. I've had those cases. They just admit to shit as they're testifying. So you
Okay.
never call your client. But yeah,
It's like the case last night that we had here, right? A drug trafficking charge.
Oh, the 8 plants.
Yeah, the guy went on the stand and said, "Yeah, I did that."
I was watering them. I was taking care of them. I just found them.
And he's like, "I had no intent to traffic them." Well, that's not what the charge reads. It says cultivating, and you were cultivating more than the allotted amount of plants. Like, I don't know what you expected. And then him and his buddies threw a fit, saying that the court system's this and that, and they're going to come back and shoot the court. They never did, the pussies.
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm a fucking lawyer. Like, I would fight shit if there's anything to fucking fight. Not like it's Freddy, but like
Freddy,
as a
where?
lawyer, you fight if you need to fight. But if there's not a fight, you find the best fucking deal for your client.
Yeah.
He's gonna overhear us and be like, what?
And then this motherfucker over here is just like, no, I'm just gonna fight.
Hello, Your
I'm
Honor.
Hey,
Oh, Your
Freddy.
Honor. We might need to find a new room for the trial. There's a gas leak in the main chamber, as per Judge Sparks.
Do you have any water, Agnes?
We might have to maybe the conference room across the way.
On the grass?
I'm gonna have a quick peek, probably.
All right, Your Honor, be careful.
Pull me out if I pass out.
I'll do my best.
Oh, I was gonna offer him my respirator.
But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Lawyers need to take more of a stand and work out the best deal for their
We've
client.
given this lady like 3 different things.
My personal opinion, as a lawyer, if you're gonna do that shit, you should get fucking removed as a lawyer, because you should get fired, because that's not a good lawyer. You're not a good lawyer just because you say no to everything.
Yeah, and well, you could always put in bar complaints. Like if you felt wronged by your lawyer,
Oh, this is
Bring
our
our
lawyer. It's
complaint.
the other lawyer.
This is
Oh,
the
I know, but-
defense. This is the defendant's lawyer we're talking about. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it only works out in your favor in this particular case, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, in this case, like the biggest thing is the game's over, right? Like it's the fourth quarter,
yeah.
and there is the fucking Patriots or some shit. Fucking 49ers, I love the 49ers. The 49ers have fucking 87 points.
And the
Yeah.
Chargers have one.
And the fucking Chargers have one. And instead of just kneeling and ending it out, they are forcing the worst plays.
They're trying to overtime it.
Yeah, they're trying to fucking overtime
Yeah.
it when the game's over. It's been over since the first fucking quarter. And they're just here wasting time.
Yeah, that happens a lot. On the criminal end of things, people will call it bench trials and other like just regular trials just to waste people's time.
Oh, I have
It's
never
unfortunate.
fucking done that. Like, I have clients be like, "Hey, we should get a bench trial just so that I can get time served." Like, no.
No,
My time
they
is too
could
valuable for
deny they could deny your time served. The BCSO says if you call for a bench trial and you lose, you go to jail for the full time,
Yeah.
which is it's like the appropriate thing to do. Like get time off for what you spent in the cells, but asking for a bench, you're not going to get time off for that.
Yeah, that's why I usually just plead guilty to stuff. Well, depending on what it is.
Like,
Criminal.
Yes,
I'm
I
not
am.
gonna lie,
I'm
like-
a murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
a convicted first-degree murderer. Anyways,
15.
Oh,
15 times. But
I did my time.
most of them are nuns and a priest. But moving on.
what?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
I'm
it.
checking the records.
Oh, it's gone. The flood took it.
Yeah, the flood took it.
Son of. Okay, well, that's a
Yeah.
long time ago. You know what? Good for you.
I wish I could get it back on the chart. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, her name used to be Sister Agnes.
Yeah.
Now it's not. But
No.
yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times I would go in, I would listen to the charges, I walk up to my client and be like, "Dude, just fucking plead guilty. I'll get you a good fucking deal.
Yeah.
You're fucked otherwise."
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
I'm like, I know a lot of people complain about lawyers who do that, but they're the same motherfuckers who walked up to a cop in front of City Hall. I would pull a gun out and shoot them, and then be like,
And then cry about it. Yeah.
yeah, and then yeah. The same motherfuckers that would go on the stand and say, yeah, I was just growing that shit, you know?
Oh, I know.
I'm like, no, dude, just they got you dead to fucking rights. I can
I
give you a
wasn't
good
smoking
fucking
that.
deal.
I was just tasting it.
Yeah, I was just holding the smoke in my mouth. I didn't breathe it in.
Yeah, like that's the thing I've noticed. Like, if I walk in and immediately go, so what kind of deals you want to make to a cop?
Mm.
Those cops give them a good deal. But if I go, yeah, so we're gonna want to fight this, immediately every deal goes out the fucking window. And then at the last second, the client goes, I want to make a deal, and I go, you couldn't have done this half a fucking hour ago.
Yeah, no, thanks for wasting everyone's time.
Yeah. There's been times they've done that, and I just walked out.
Oh, we had a bench trial yesterday with the blocks. They shot
Oh, I'm
11
sorry.
cops.
Damn.
11 cops, and then had a bench trial to try and say they didn't do that shit. When they were all GSR positive, seen, all the cops saw them on the scene. Obviously, their faces weren't obstructed. They were in uniform. Like, I don't know what are you expecting, guys?
The blocks have uniforms now?
Apparently they're CHF now. I don't know. There's some terror or something in the blocks that's going on, and
Oh yeah,
Some
there's
dispute.
stuff
I don't
happening
know.
in the blocks. I think Tony Block left. Also,
I
I
did
found
see
out why
some,
I was
like,
fired
blue
from
guys.
Auto Exotic.
¿Qué pasó?
I was apparently wearing a helmet at the plastic plant, talking shit, and I was voice ID'd.
oh,
And I'm like, oh, you guys never met my sisters? They sound just like me.
Yeah, she was made in a lab. Her sisters are all like literally the
Also, guess how much metal is being sold for now?
$3.
$4.
oh my god.
Where?
All shops are buying it for $4, it seems.
Fuck that. Jesus Christ.
Go in a hardware store. Just saying.
Yeah. No, it's literally cheaper to go to the hardware store.
What place is buying for 4?
Everywhere.
LSC, tuner shop. Obviously not Strokes.
Oh, the Zug never opens anymore, so they're not paying that because they're not there to pay it. You know,
Yeah, has
if I didn't
anyone
get
seen a
fucking
court
fired
clerk?
for stupid bullshit,
There's
never.
none right
Not
now.
yet, but
They don't
hopefully soon.
exist. They're a myth. They're a figment of your
Hey
imagination.
Agnes, can I talk to you guys for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later, bailiff
Yeah.
dude. I don't know his name.
I don't know his name either.
What's up?
Talk to me about how you guys made the business.
What do you mean?
And with who? Struckmaster, like
So,
originally.
back
So I went
after
to the
Great Flood-
courthouse. I've got the paper.
Yeah, so go ahead.
So, after the Great Flood,
Yeah.
when we finally got back in the city after Agnes, Thrak, and I went on a great adventure, totally didn't commit
Greatest.
any crimes. Nothing that could be prosecuted here, at least. Then when we arrived back at the shop. We saw it was for sale by the city. We pulled together some money with some of our employees at the time, bought the business, put in Agnes's name,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and then worked on making money. First we bought the dealership.
Uh-huh.
We started doing repairs out of there, and then we formed a contract as we had gotten the money from investors and whatnot.
Right. You got that
outside the
anywhere?
business.
Maybe?
Yeah, I have all the old contracts.
Yeah, let me get that.
Yeah, let me email them to you.
Alright, let me see if I have the investor sheet still.
So who'd you end up buying out? Who did you not end up buying out?
Right now?
Me.
Vic,
Okay.
Bama, and Janky are technically still owed money.
Okay. Victory, what about you?
What do you mean?
You're included in that list?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then contract just shouldn't be valid at all.
In the original contract, I'm still listed as an owner. And that never got changed.
Yeah, let me read the contract and I'll determine if we're... what kind of shit we got going on. Did you guys ever have... hold on.
Hell? We're looking for a judge. We're looking to talk to a judge?
Can you put a message in the DOJ email chain, please?
There you go.
Oh, and he left and he was like, I don't know, get lumped in and get deported too. Don't look directly at it. What's that mean? Is that?
Vic, you...
I sent you a request for access.
What was that, Agnes?
I sent you the investor list. How much did you invest?
I think like a...
Because TJ fucked
150.
me with what he was doing.
I know I invested more than TJ.
Did you invest... You invested material-wise, though, right?
No, I invested money-wise.
Hmm. So I don't have you listed here.
That's wild, because like... Yeah, because you're supposed to write down my shit, and you never did.
Victory, I need you to give me access.
I'm working on it.
Thank you.
Is it...
Hey, Martina.
I put it in the ground.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't afford to park it anywhere, I don't think.
Nope.
You should be able to look at it now.
Vic, were you part of the shop fund?
Maybe. No, because I put in more than just 30K.
Did you invest in the dealership?
I invested in both.
I think that's what happened. Is your investment went to the dealership?
Because I fucking invested a lot of. I invested all the money I made. Well,
And
everyone got their
TJ was
cars
supposed
and
to be
shit.
taking care of the investment for the dealership.
I think both you and him had a failure to do your job.
Well, my
not gonna
thing
lie.
is he was taking the money he got for his quote unquote investment and he lumped it up with his.
Yeah, but I do remember that with our money combined, we invested more than he did, even with all his quote unquote investors.
Mm-hmm.
So, if he put 100K in,
Yeah. Do you remember how much the shop was? It was like 300 something, right?
yeah. Oh shit! And we also put money towards Bahama too.
Well, yeah, that was covered already.
No, I mean like, you and I put money in both the dealership, the shop, and Bahama Mamas.
No, I guess technically you opened that too, huh?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get locked in the bathroom.
Well, I didn't really have a choice.
So whatever happened to TJ?
He was
We
bought
him
out.
Him and I did not really agree on how to run the shop, and so he decided it was best to separate, and so we amicably bought him out and let him go do his own thing.
Let's talk about on the business fucking tablet bullshit. Who was the head administrator? Was it you or Agnes?
What
I, what do you mean? Yeah.
Like the highest ranking officer on the business tablet.
it would have been
That would have
me.
been Agnes. I
Okay.
handled the business, but she had the highest rank.
It was me, and then Vic, Saxon, Bama, Jinky.
Did TJ ever transfer shares to you, Victory?
So the shares that he had went back to the shop. Or
To you?
technically back to me, yeah.
Okay. So you just had investment agreements with other people. Did you ever get contracts with those?
No.
No, the only real people involved in the business was us three.
Yeah.
Everyone else were investors who didn't mind not being paid back or didn't need to be paid back and didn't need agreements for it
Yeah.
because
Sure.
they were close friends.
And I pay back everyone, so.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
It's expired.
So right now it's just me, Bama, Jinky, and Vic. And Bama and Jinky agreed to sell. And then I couldn't get a hold of Vic.
Wait, hold on.
Bama around?
No, he went to sleep.
You got it.
Alright.
In civil, who's the plaintiff? Is that us or them?
Us.
Us.
Hey Agnes, when TJ was around, what was his rank in the
He was
this tablet?
second. He was
He was
manager.
second.
Yeah. Or
So
co-owner,
he was
actually.
not the head.
No.
Right.
No, I was the
Okay,
head.
so well there you go. And you guys were equal 50-50.
Yeah.
I saw like the administrative thing, but yeah, I want to make the point that that's administrative in nature, and that's not how fucking ownership works.
Yeah, no, like I was the head of the
Ridiculous.
place, but then I had like my partners who I would, obviously talk to. Except for Vic
Yeah, like-
here, because she was locked in the bathroom. I didn't know.
Hey, you didn't fucking know. 5 months. You never came to check on me. She also shot me.
I shot Bomber today by accident.
Of course you did. She shot me and locked me in the bathroom.
Are you okay,
Did
right?
anyone see where? Are we holding this in the courtroom or?
Apparently there's a gas leak in the courtroom.
I don't know. Freddy didn't say we're not going to hold it there.
It says location City Hall. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, we could have it on the roof.
Technically we can't. If I only to be up there.
Well, if he gives us permission, it doesn't matter, right?
Nah, it depends on
We could,
how much
we could
velocity
handle
the
it
cop is.
by that bush. Hello.
Hey everyone. Your trial will be held in the conference room. Whenever you're
Okay.
ready, I'll have the doors open for you.
Yeah, please. We'd love to go.
His Honor is on location. He's in the building. He's just preparing for the trial, so.
He's probably reading the documents, just shaking his head.
Yeah, I gotta know who made this mortgage document. That's 14 pages.
Me.
All right,
I made
Ashley,
it.
you sure about the burnout?
Are you guys
God
expecting
damn.
any further witnesses or anybody else to come
I
to the
didn't
trial
write
with
it
you?
all, Martina. Most of
I
it's
don't
just
know.
a template.
I'll put up a couple signs just saying it's in the conference hall then.
It looks extremely well formatted, like the MLA
Yeah, and
or
it-
whatnot.
Yeah, it's a template that I added some like stipulations and filled it out. You know.
That's why I did this contract for
Is that what you guys offered
TJ and
him?
Agnes.
Yep.
All right, no wonder he didn't sign it. He didn't read none of it.
I don't think he can read.
I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't read half of it either, and I fucking spent like 20 minutes looking at it.
I mean, it's just the fucking standard shit for a mortgage. If you know anything about a mortgage and how it works, it's
Nope, I don't know none of that.
it's super fucking favorable to him because there's a 0% interest rate, and I already credit him for the money.
Normally, when I do anything with credit cards or payday loans, I just click I agree and sign at the bottom and move on.
Yep. Move on.
My biggest question is why the hell would you have it happen at the banner?
I didn't have your guys' address.
Have it happen here. The banner's a horrible place to go.
I need to do that shit at like that was part of the negotiation. I was going to ask where they would like, but
They don't
never
get to
even
choose.
we never even got that far. Well, it's just a way to agree.
Obviously, Kaio. No, I'm kidding.
Obviously, I visit my my Theo and Gaio. Yeah.
But we never even got that far.
Well,
So,
of course, because they don't have to read and immediately said no.
yeah, exactly.
Honestly, if this were a fucking DA doing this shit, I would make a fucking bar complaint about it. Because it's not doing anything for the client. It's not doing anything productive. It is literally fighting to fight when there is no fight to be had.
Is this the same guy that was doing the Easter event on Life Evader?
Yes,
I gotta know if he got a permit for that or not.
we did.
He doesn't need one. It's on private, even when it was a thing.
It wasn't on private. It was at the back lot behind the shop.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, parking
Ooh.
lots are not owned basically anywhere.
Which is
Think
stupid.
he could be charged for that? Like, well, it's a month old. I don't know what the
Yeah.
statute
No,
is.
because we had a permit.
Oh, he did have a permit?
Martina, you can't exact the pain you experience on other people.
I can fucking try to.
And that's how we get
Why do you
shitty
think
ass
the
LSPD
Christians
and
crucified
BCSO
people in the
officers.
Crusades?
It was one of the last things I did for him was
Christ,
help him get that permit.
Think about it, Ashley.
Because they're pieces of
You're
shit
trying to do
who
something.
decided they wanted to try to square people into believing what they believe.
Can't help but notice the Life Invader posts aren't submitted in evidence. Think
You
that was
like
strong for
the-
your argument.
You like that mortgage though, Martina? I thought it was pretty sweet.
I like it and I hate it at the same time, but like in a respectful way.
It's too nice, but yeah.
I like it, but my simple Southern brain hates it.
See, the Southerner in me says the moment someone tells me to go fuck myself, I'm done playing nice. And they've done tell us to go
Where
fuck
you
ourselves
from?
multiple times. I'm from Alabama.
Oh shit, what's up? I'm from
Shit.
Orleans. I'm from Louisiana. I've been there tons of time, Mobile.
Damn, I know a couple people from Louisiana. Damn.
Oh yeah.
I'm from
Sandwich in
San Diego,
Mississippi, the worst state in the country.
Fucking.
where I killed the nuns.
Yeah. You
That
forgot
shit's
that
a
fucking
third
San
world country.
Andreas exists.
I gotta ask, because we were talking about this a while ago. Does Alabama have a saying that goes kind of like this? Thank God for Mississippi, because if it wasn't for Mississippi, Louisiana would be last in everything. But instead of Louisiana, y'all say Alabama.
Nah, cause Alabama ain't last. We're the fucking best. Roll Tide, motherfucker.
Scoreboard.
Fucking Roll Tide.
Scoreboard.
What do you mean scoreboard?
Fuck your scoreboard.
LSU
Fucking
has more
stomp that shit with a fucking elephant.
tournament like titles. We got like 14 or some shit. I think Auburn got like 7 or something.
Shit, you
Bama
also got
got
the
less
title of
than
the
that.
most uneducated, the hell?
Sweet home Alabama.
Hey, you cut that shit out. Okay, there is more incest in New York than there is in Alabama.
Well, good thing I'm not from New York.
Well, there's a reason why it had to be illegal in Alabama and not New York.
Yeah, because everyone made the jokes, and we said, you know what, fuck it, we'll make it a
It was
we'll make it
more
a
than just
state
jokes
felony.
going on in them hills. Am I right?
Hey.
Oh, fuck your father and mother.
Oh, fuck.
And your sister cousin.
Martina, stop antagonizing our partners.
That's just some Southern hospitality, casual shit talk of 2 Southern states.
Honestly,
What can be more Southern than that?
with neighbors like the other southern states, who the hell needs enemies?
Hey, yo,
Yeah, I
we
think-
can both agree though. The Yankees, they be
okay.
wildin'.
Them fucking Yanks. Hell yeah.
Do
I
you
don't know,
know
they
what,
don't got that work ethic.
Do you know what a cakewalk is, Victory?
That's a good question.
This trial.
Nah, Annabelle's gonna make it fucking annoying.
I don't know what cakewalk is, to be honest.
I don't know if it is a Southern thing or not, because a Canadian woman knew it, and I think it's more of like certain kindergartens. I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, like, cakewalk, I know,
Excuse
like,
me?
shit that's fucking easy and shit, but, like...
Well, a lot of people know the saying, but it's also like, musical chairs. So imagine musical chairs, but instead there's numbers on the ground, all right? And there's 10 numbers for 10 people, and they play the music, and you walk around a circle dancing, and then they pull a raffle through like a bingo tumbler or a number in a hat, and whoever's on that number wins the round, and they normally get, like, traditionally a piece of cake. That's where the name comes from, or
Oh.
like a stuffed animal or like raffle tickets or something.
Huh. Well, you know. Also, I can't get over the fact that Freddy walked in, heard us talking to southern shit, and walked the fuck out.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't notice.
One thing that the South doesn't have that I do miss from other states. Mom and pop fucking donut shops.
Ah,
That and diners. There's like no fucking diners.
I want a
out
donut.
in the... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no Waffle Houses.
I mean, there's Waffle Houses and shit, but like... I mean like those mom and pop diners, you know, them... Definitely gonna be rated a B, or maybe even a fucking C on the...
Shit, y'all got Tasties in Alabama?
Shit, tasty. I've seen a couple. I ain't never been one.
No, them places are the best. Now, what's wild about Tasty though is it's like franchise, but like some of the Tasties got Castle Burgers, and some of the Tasties got like homemade, like really fancy pastries and shit. So they wild greatly, but ooh, I
Hello,
love
everybody.
Tasties.
Hello.
Full house, I see.
Indeed.
Which
What's,
side it's which?
What about Tasties? Keep going.
Yeah, it's like a donut place, but again, I'm saying they're franchised technically, but like they're family owned and they vary a lot. Some way better. Krispy Kreme is the most disgusting thing that's ever been invented in the world compared to Tasties. You get hot glaze at Tasty, and I'm gonna be honest, the ones that are 24-hour roughest part of town have unbelievable castle burgers at 2 a.m. Like no fronting, as the kids say, but man, it's
who
the
the
only
hell
place
says
that's
no
24
front?
hour.
Who the hell says that?
Timothy
Why is
from
there-
my youth group.
Why is there steroid users outside the courthouse? What the hell?
You said Timothy from your youth group?
Yep. Thomas also goes by Timothy.
Oh, Thomas.
Thomas Timothy.
I think there's just
He set up my phone.
there's too many
Timothy.
Timothys in my life right now. I think.
He can go by Thomas.
I'm gonna just use Timothy.
52? God damn. Really?
Yeah.
I had no clue.
No Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Goddamn blasphemy.
Does Alabama not have a lot? Like Alabama State University?
What do you mean not a lot of what?
National championship wins?
They're known for their football, but as I said, scoreboard.
I'll
League?
fucking
Also,
show
no
you the
NFL team.
scoreboard. I'll
Scoreboarded
fucking,
again.
I'll fucking show you the scoreboard after we get out of this fucking hearing.
Where's your NFL team at?
You don't fucking need one.
Fucking
That's what I
Florida.
thought.
Nah,
You
college
repping
ball is
Jacksonville
better.
or Falcons?
I'm gonna be real with you. I go with them fucking Niners.
You know, I can honestly, I can respect somebody that says fuck geography. I'm going like way the
Yeah,
fuck
oh
out
God.
there.
To
I
be
got some
fair,
respect for that.
to be
God, I hate
fair,
geography.
my brain was made there.
Mm,
You know, so
That's a really
like,
weird way to say that you were born in San Francisco, but
well, I wasn't born in San Francisco.
Oh, I think they were inseminated in San Francisco. One of them lab babies.
I
Oh
see.
no, Agnes is the only one that's a lab baby.
True.
I wish I were joking. I have the physical and mental scars that come with.
You saw all the other test tubes that we went there?
Yep.
Good thing I'm the last one. Maybe. Nope, there's one more.
I thought they were all dead. The fuck?
No, there were 5 of us, remember?
Oh fuck me. Yeah.
And I think one was a boy.
Your mama had 5 babies at the same time, or like
My
just
mama.
5 babies?
Well,
They
technically. Yeah.
What do they call that?
Quince?
Quintuplet mom?
Yeah.
Do you even have a mom, Agnes?
Technically, the lady, yeah.
Everybody got a mama.
And I guess I have 2 dads. No, I guess I have 2 moms and then 1 dad, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your science
Christmas
is
must be really fun
fucking
for you.
weird. They're
Because
dead. They're all dead.
Because they took the egg from the bird and
Christmas
then
must,
fertilized
really
it with
suck for
dad's
you.
sperm.
She's the test tube baby. That's the gist of it.
Yeah.
My cousin had to be
Annabelle?
a test tube baby because his
Yes,
mama kept
honey.
doing drugs the whole time.
Do you have like some strawberry jelly on your face or something?
Maybe.
You
Hey
should like.
there, everyone.
I mean, you can keep it there, I
Hell no.
guess.
Oh, Your Honor.
Hello, Your Honor.
Really, Honor?
All
Hi, Your
parties
Honor.
present.
I guess.
Frick, my bail
Yeah,
was in
sans
court
witnesses.
books until.
Yes.
Beta's right outside the doors. I just saw him a second ago. Nice Crocs.
Thank you.
I fucking
They're
love Freddy's Crocs.
$15,000.
Jesus
Damn.
fucking
What?
Christ. How much did judges get paid? And Jesus Christ.
They have like memory foam in them?
Beautiful for the airflow. Really helps.
You know, Agnes,
Community.
fuck, I'm quitting
No,
all our
they're just
businesses and I'm becoming a
$15,000
judge.
Okay.
One of
Judge
one.
victory.
You can't have them.
Victory for the people.
That was my campaign slogan.
You know.
Hey there, this is Freddy. We're totally like having a court case in like the conference room on the other side of the building. I already totally set this place up. He's fuck. How do we feel about another change of venue? Back to the old courtroom.
It's so comfy.
Sounds
though,
good, Your
I
Honor.
Okay.
love the idea.
I get
Oh,
sleepy
wow.
in office chairs.
This is the first time I've ever been
Well-
in here and not been in trouble.
I
Fucking
twirl
There
them.
was a
Good.
gas leak on the other side of the building, so if you get dizzy or start to black out, just leave or go through a window.
Alright, yeah, sure.
Open a window.
I need to set
open-
up a prayer group. You think you want to join that, Ashley? I need to do prayer time with Ivy. I want to try to show her the Christian way.
I'm not really very keen on it, but I'll support you, Martina, and be there for you.
What you mean you ain't keen on it?
I mean, I'm not really on like a group
You don't know
prayer
your
kind of thing.
verses?
Of course I do. I just, personal
Chapter
discovery and all
16
that.
and 17, Book of Revelations. You don't know that one?
You think that this you think this window opens, guys?
No, I
It's
don't think they do.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, okay? That's the,
Wow.
Yeah, learn
you
that.
know, you fall down, cut your knee, rub some dirt in it, you'll be fine.
If something horrible happens to me,
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Victory, I believe, unfortunately, you do have to be back here. On the
Sure.
scene.
Totally need
witness.
like a ceiling fan in here.
Oh yes, Your Honor, that'd be a great idea. There's no ventilation.
I'm gonna go back to the conference already. Been kicked out.
Sorry about that, Your Honor. I was busy flirting with your bailiff.
Mr. King, please.
Not this one.
I'm not her type, Your Honor.
Oh, alright. My apologies. Fuck.
How do you rate my cosplay, Your Honor?
What are you cosplaying?
I don't know. Thin, tall, black, purple eyes. Could I be?
Oh, fuck. You're not here to chase me away, are you?
She's a widow.
I don't know. Are you looking me in the eyes, honey?
Not anymore.
No hypnotizing the judge.
I agree. Thank you, bailiff.
Well, now that you
for-
said it fair, I'm not gonna do that.
Alright, let's totally begin or whatever. I believe there are some motions to be heard first.
Yes, Your Honor, we'd like to motion for a continuance because Stroke Masters is now the subject of an injunction in a criminal investigation, and we believe that this has consequences upon the ability to manage ownership of the company at the time. And also, there are new witnesses which have come forward as a result of this investigation and this hearing, which have information that I believe is paramount in the case.
Wait.
Absolutely not.
Wait.
Absolutely not.
Alright, let me hear a little bit of a counter argument then, please.
Well, let's start with the fact at hand. We are insinuating a breach of contract with damages being the rest of the payment filed, not the business being returned to the previous owner. Therefore, what happens to the business right now bears no semblance on this case whatsoever. Secondly, I would love to hear the reasoning for the new witnesses' involvement and how they relate to this case, because from my own understanding of the situation, that new witnesses found themselves with, again, no relevance to the case whatsoever.
Miss Wee?
Yes, Your Honor. Again, I have not amended the damages. I decided to leave them as they are until new evidence was done. But if we're going off the damages right now, there are lawyer fees. Lawyer fees can be sued for if the defendant goes through steps to make court proceedings unnecessarily lengthy and incur excessive lawyer burden. The witnesses can testify to that, and the criminal investigation going on right now is going to lead to showing us about the hiding of funds and also the acquiring of funds that Mr. Gentry has had during his operation of Stroke Masters. I feel like that's quite relevant to a final judgment, Your Honor.
And I say the exact opposite. What my client does with funds is not relevant to the case. We're arguing if he breached the contract or not.
That is true. Miss Wee, remind me, you didn't change the reason for suit doing your
No.
refiling sort of thing, did you?
No, Your Honor. But the lawyer fees are something that the witnesses are needed to prove, and they have come forward and have talked about how Mr. Gentry has been taking steps to avoid having to pay us openly. The Emperor has no clothes, apparently, at Stroke Master. And now that the operation's falling apart, people are willing to come forward. They've been being silent out of fear of retribution, according to Mr. Salvatore.
You mean you're gonna call a man who was just fired for committing fraud by my client to stand here to testify that my client is a bad man? Okay.
It's not that he's a
Again,
bad
how is that
man, just that
relevant?
All right, all right. Miss Wee, you are asking for continuance for the frickin' to go over the transcripts and the frickin' deposition for that witness, correct?
yes, Your Honor. And I would amend the suit if the court would permit it in the meantime.
I think we're past that point at this
Okay.
point.
That's okay.
I'll
just make another
but what
filing.
I'm wondering is how exactly your new fucking evidence that you're trying to acquire in the deposition will help towards proving breach of contract.
It's
Your
not the
Honor, if I
only
may.
it's not the only tort alleged. Obviously we're suing for lawyer fees, which inherently assumes tort of unnecessary burden upon the plaintiff's legal counsel, which is being perpetuated intentionally by the defendant.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, please.
What we came here to argue is if a breach of contract happened, that suit was filed, I would assume, with evidence to back that case, to say that we need more evidence right now after such a prolonged period and after a continuance was already granted once is beyond preposterous. While I understand that the amount of evidence can never be final, I would assume that one would file a suit when the evidence is damning enough to prove something. Therefore, the defense is not at all willing to comply with the request for the continuance, and we will be rebutting that continuance request.
All right.
Have you seen when
Seems-
the court case was, Your Honor?
I have looked into it, yes, and it will all take into consideration during my brief deliberation on this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
If you would like to join us too, Sully,
Yeah, I'll join.
Keep us
keep
safe,
the
Joey.
perfect.
Will do.
Is that Sonora?
You know, the time.
Oh, Ashley, do that one on the
Ian,
horn.
you're not my type, honey. You don't know my type.
Oh, I just thought
I've been trying to. That's a
Sully
good
was
one.
more your thing.
Ash,
What's up?
what's happening?
Hmm?
Bye, Dale.
What's going on?
Mhm.
I'm
I
trying
was gonna
to
wave,
get
but I give up.
the court date delayed, and they're
Yeah, you tried.
saying they don't think it should be, which
Because
is fine.
Leo said he could be here tonight, right?
Yeah, in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, if we can tell the judge that they can be here in 45 minutes, then
Yeah, I'll bring that up when he comes
Yeah.
back.
All right, guys. What's your favorite horror movie?
Can you get a hold of Leo?
I can try.
Passion of the Cross.
Pretty scary. Jesus
Never
is scary.
seen one.
Scary what they did to him.
The video my parents
never
showed
seen a
me
horror
when I
movie?
turned 12
No, I
about
don't
if
watch
you
movies.
touch
I
yourself, your
only
hand
Oh,
will
that's
fall
shit.
off. That's a pretty good
Oh,
horror
books are
movie.
good too. Do you ever read The Shining? It's pretty good.
No.
Oh. Hey, people thought the movie was scary. Read the book. The book's really good. Plaintiff, favorite horror movie?
Oh, I don't really have one.
Wow. I see how it is, Ash.
I wasn't
I'm
allowed to
not
watch horror
Ash.
movies.
I'm Ash. She's Agnes. I'm
What?
Ash.
Yeah. Well,
That's not the plaintiff. That's the plaintiff's counsel. Enough, honey.
Oh. Plaintiff cancel. Favorite horror movie?
Oh. Thrillers don't count.
Yeah, sure, why not?
God, it's been so long since I've watched like a proper horror movie. Trying to think.
Hey, if it's an oldie, it's okay too.
Fuck.
Ashley, say Passion of the Christ.
I don't know. I don't really think I can have one off the top of my head. Like I said, I really can't think of anything I particularly enjoyed. I mean, Parasite's a thriller, but it's not like a horror movie.
Oh, Parasites. Yeah, Parasite was fantastic.
I mean, it is kind of scary that there's a motherfucker living in your basement coming out at night.
Oh yeah.
Like that's fucking freaky.
Oh yeah, living in the house the whole time, you don't even know he's down there.
Mm-hmm. An old fucking bomb shelter? Fuck that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Favorite fictional villain?
The Dev. That's not fictional. Hold up.
Who did you say? The devil?
Yeah, but I've realized I wasn't fictional. I get confused between non-fiction and fiction. I don't
No,
read.
no, the devil is
Understood
fictional. The devil was created
Uh-uh,
more
uh-uh,
recently in
uh-uh.
Dante's Inferno.
scoreboard.
Excuse you.
Dante's Inferno is the first actual time we see hell actually mentioned, talked about, and described. It is
Yeah,
one
that's hell,
actual
though,
They
but-
explain the snake in Genesis. Who's the snake then?
embodiment of evil.
Oh yeah.
The snake is the embodiment of evil and what could be, but it's never actually distinctly said to be the devil itself. It is implied. Just like the fruit itself, it's never actually said what it is.
Lee, Annabelle, can you come with me, please?
Okay.
Sure.
That's not good. Oh.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! Who said you could go and sit up there?
Your Honor.
I did. Oh no, not that. Never mind.
You know that's perfectly acceptable. That's fine.
Considering she's a lawyer, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just busting balls a little bit.
I don't have those.
No,
Yeah,
yours are
your
on
balls are
chest.
just on the inside.
I know my fictional villain.
Go for it.
It's going to be the Squash from the VeggieTales episode that was trying to kill all the Jewish
Oh.
people in Persia.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's a good
God.
one.
Yeah, man. He plays the Persian king in the story, but you know it is VeggieTales, so.
I would say that my favorite fictional villain is Palpatine, but I'm finding out more and more Palpatine is real. He just looks like a fucking fruit.
Yeah. Though the comic book version of Palpatine was an absolute menace. That man could force lightning like a fleet of ships if you wanted.
Yeah.
What about you, Plaintiff? What's your favorite fictional villain?
Oh, Judas.
Oh.
It's like an anti-hero
That's
almost.
philosophical. You know, if you think about it in one way,
Oh, the
though, he's kind
anti-hero.
of the hero of the story, because if it wasn't for him, Jesus wouldn't be
Right?
able to die for the... And he forgave him, so you're supposed to be loving him, too.
Yeah, I feel like
down
his
help
whole
Jesus on
purpose
his
was
path.
to do it. Yeah.
And Jesus
be
understood
fair.
that, and that's why he loved him, and he didn't hate him or nothing.
Yeah, he knew it needed to happen. It's part of the plan.
If you want to get really deep, if it's all God's plan, he never had a choice. It was predetermined.
Yep.
When the hell did I get back in Bible study? What the hell?
Oh, when you're with I'm sorry, it's Meredith?
Martina.
Martina, sorry.
Martina.
I get mixed up a lot. Names kill me.
Martina, Martin, Tina, Martini, or Pastor Martin, or Pastor Martina, or Pastor Tina, or Pastor Martini. Either one works. It's not that
Can we
hard to
have
remember.
martinis?
When you're hanging out with
Jesus?
Pastor Big M,
I don't
it's
know.
always Bible study.
You gotta be careful because there's one person being a pastor or doing a priest or something up in Polito doing a sermon, and I called him and I literally just said, "So you love Jesus?" And he said, "No, he forsaken us." So I hung up.
Oh. Listen, he's only been away from us physically for 2,000 years, but in our hearts, he's always there.
He's here right now. Touch me with his love.
Damn.
He's touching you too with love.
Don't touch me.
Too late. He's been doing it your whole life because he loves you.
Can I ask a question? How is my client?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to be married to God.
Oh, bless your soul.
He was a very bad husband.
Oh. Well, you know, to be honest, the Old Testament gets a little weird. So I can see that.
A little?
A little.
A
Yeah.
little fucking weird?
Yeah.
Just
Well,
a
I
little
always
bit.
like to tell people it's called Christianity, not Mosesanity. So take it with a grain of salt in the Old Testament.
I done read all that shit. Like,
Plagues,
I'll be honest with
floods,
y'all. I'll be
rivers
honest
of
with
blood.
y'all. And I mean this as nicely as possible. I don't believe in that cherry picking shit. If you're gonna quote shit, you're gonna quote all that shit, you know?
Yeah, don't be using it for your purposes.
That's why I
Like the
quote
Old Testament is
Jesus.
part of it. The Old Testament is part of it, just like the New Testament. Like you don't get to say, "Oh, but that's not really," when it all is said to be God's word through man.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna use part of it, you're gonna use all of it. The Old Testament, that shit gets weird as hell. New Testament gets weird as hell too. Like, you know what? But they're both testaments.
Hey,
Name one weird Jesus moment you can't.
from you, and that is when I joined.
That's one weird thing he did other than unconditionally love everybody for nothing in return.
Do you ever wonder what actually goes on back there in the chambers?
Gay sex.
A judge, what's his name, getting shot back there one time.
Yeah.
I think Ashley's over there yelling at them that they need to do this way, and they're going to listen to her.
I mean, he has to pay me back. That's the end of this. That's all I want.
You wanna hear what offer we put out for y'all?
I
Yeah,
think
let's see.
that if he would just open his heart to a little bit of forgiveness, this would all be settled.
What the hell he got to forgive? He's the one that fucked us.
It's all about taking your faults to your brothers, and then you can walk away, regaining your brothers in arms and whatnot. But he's not.
I'm a
brother.
He's
very
not
forgiving
walking to
woman.
you right now. He's not reaching out for forgiveness.
All right, Vic, back
Welcome
to your seat.
back.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, welcome back.
Ashley, are you winning?
Mm.
I think that's a good sign.
All right. Do either of you have a favorite fictional villain? So far, we have the Devil and Judas.
Well, I
That's a good
said
one.
the squash from
Hey, I
Veggie
said
Tales.
The
Palpatine.
squash, yeah.
I said
Palpatine.
Palpatine. We're keeping this shit,
Yeah, he
not
played the
that real.
Persian king that was killing the Jewish people in the story. But he's a squash, so that's
Right.
obviously fictional.
Right.
It's like Hammond or something. I googled his name.
Anakin Skywalker's pretty okay.
Oh,
I think that's
yeah.
neat.
He is not. Anakin Skywalker is not a villain. He is a victim.
Who?
You know who he is in the story, though? He's the Jesus of the story.
Well,
Born
I don't
to
think
a
he's the
virgin
Jesus.
Anakin
mother,
Skywalker is the victim in that
sent
story.
to bring, peace
Absolutely.
to the world or something. It's like what do they call it, parallels or whatnot.
yeah, but he did it
Yeah,
through
parallels.
violence, fear, and like terror.
That's where the fictional part comes in.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's lots of stories I've heard from the Bible that are very violent and full of terror.
I'm a firm believer. Every story is either based off the Bible or the Vietnam War. One of the
Okay.
two.
Fair enough. And Miss Enderman, what's your favorite fictional villain?
Was that me, honey?
Yeah.
What was that name again?
Miss Enderman. Because you're doing the Enderman thing, no?
Gotcha. Sorry. I would say myself from 24 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's reflective.
How that is fictional? I'm afraid that is classified.
Fair enough. We all love a little role play every now and again.
That we do. Blame my father.
Oh. I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about?
Usually when people say blame my father, it means they really didn't have a great father.
Oh, no, absolutely.
What's a
the
father?
opposite.
Mine was the worst. Ooh, that's my villain, my dad.
Well, he is dead, so it is
Not
fictional.
fictional.
I mean, he's fictional now.
The
Can't
past,
confirm.
in some people's eyes, is fictional.
Ooh. Snap, snap,
That's
snap,
deep.
Martina.
That's deep.
After what you put me through.
Take that to poetry night at Bahama Mamas.
Do they do that?
No, I just made that up, but they should.
Take it to open mic night at the palace.
Open mic
True.
doesn't just mean singing.
The palace ever opens?
We were working on
Open
it.
all the time.
Okay.
We're open every Friday. He's really thinking about this, huh?
Let's see, what else do we got?
It's probably what you
Favorite
can
place to
probably
eat in
do.
the city?
The palace.
Arribas.
Oh,
Alright, hello everyone.
Welcome back, Your
hi,
Honor.
Judge.
At this time, I have decided that we will not be putting this into forward continuance.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And we will totally proceed with whatever we have here today and all the evidence you brought forth.
Okay.
All our witnesses are here, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any final motions before we begin?
The defense would have a motion, one that I will make preface that I hope you do not grant it, but I'm going to make it nevertheless.
Alright.
All right, Your Honor, the defense motions for dismissal of the case, or, in an alternative, summary judgment, since the complaint fails to allege a breach of any contractual duty, and because undisputed facts show the plaintiff waived any strict timing requirements as per the written and signed contract. We have fully executed business sale license agreement signed on the April 11th. We have plaintiff acknowledging payments totaling $500,000, $500,000, and we have the plaintiff's complaint. Failure to state a claim comes from that. No operative payment deadline. The clause 2.1 specifically mentions ASAP, that is as soon as possible in young blood speak, I suppose, that is inherently flexible and must be read, as the law states, as a reasonable time clause. The complaint alleges breach on the 19th of April, only 8 days after signing the contract and accepting an installment payment of $200,000. Prior to this, the time between payments was 10 and 17 days, respectively. Accepting a multi-week period between payments prior goes against the idea that the 8 days since the last payment is somehow beyond a reasonable time. Then we have the clause 5.3. It could not be understood as requiring a full payment on the closing date because the closing date is mentioned to be March 15th. The plaintiff waived that timing by accepting installments on the 25th of March and 11th of April before even signing the contract. It is clear that the only language of actual timing when it comes to payments is the ASAP clause 2.1. Then we have the improper damages. The plaintiff fails to provide any evidence of emotional distress, damage, or attorney's fees incurred due to this situation, as well as we have no genuine issue of material fact on hand. Plaintiff declaration proves payment history. Plaintiff identifies no evidence of breach. Therefore, I believe the judgment could be rendered now, but I will absolutely hope you do not grant it because we've waited this long. I hope this bench sees it through its entirety. Thank you,
Your Honor, I have a 2-sentence rebuttal.
Oh, why?
5.3 buyers shall deliver to sellers the remaining balance of the purchase price at closing. And also, Your Honor, if you do summary judge, I would like a ruling on the validity of this contract at all.
I thought we were going to deny both of those motions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So we will be proceeding with this case right now. And if there's nothing further in terms of motions you wish to bring, then let's proceed.
The defense rests with the motions, Your Honor.
All right, this is totally like Morton versus Southwood, and point of counsel, if you would like to take it away, please.
With openings, Your Honor?
If you wish, yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Today, Your Honor, the plaintiff will be challenging the validity of this contract. It says made and entered into as March 25th between Agnes Morton and Gunnar Saltwood. It's not entered into as of March 15th. It was signed April 11th. There's also the purchase prices in there, and it includes payments from April 11th post-fact. It also talks about the closing of the sale shall take place on March 15th, which is, again, before the time of the contract being signed. The contradiction of these dates, I believe, leads to an unenforceability of the contract, and it should be voided. In lieu of that, as soon as possible absolutely does afford flexibility. I'd say it's probably the most flexible language you could have for a payment plan, installment plan, or an installment purchase, rather. But I don't think that means perpetuity, and I think that the defendant has not made effort to pay this when it was very much so possible for him to do, and it would not incur any undue burden upon him at all. So,
All right, thank you very much. Defense counsel.
Permission to step on the bench, Your Honor.
Denied, but you may enter the well.
Thank you, Your Honor. Alrighty. Honorable Judge Freddy, people of the court, and the plaintiff. Today, I get the pleasure of representing Mr. Timothy Gentry, a man who bought Stroke Master's auto shop from Miss Morton, in a case that is not about whether Mr. Gentry owes Miss Morton money. He does, and he's always said so. It is about whether he broke their contract by deciding to pay in a way the contract allowed. Your Honor, you will see the signed business sale agreement. In one place under purchase price, it says the balance shall be paid as soon as possible. It does not give a calendar deadline. The law clearly tells us that when a contract says as soon as possible, it means within a reasonable time under the circumstances. So, what are the facts that we're going to be facing today? On the March 15th, the deal is closed. Miss Morton gets her first $200,000 down payment.
objection, Your Honor.
March 25th.
It's a
She gets
mischaracterization
another
of evidence.
100,000. April 11th. She takes a third payment of 200,000, signs the business sale agreement, and hands the ownership of Quick Strokes to Mr. Gentry. That is $500,000, half of the price, in just 27 days. At every step, Miss Morton cashed the checks, said thank you, and moved on with her life. Now you might be wondering why the claim of breach does not hold water. On the
Pre-trial motions.
Oh, what?
Okay, so the agreement, to clarify, was $500,000 over a maturity date of 35 for the first payment 7 days after signing, but it also dropped all torts and it was a settlement. We'll sign something right now for that.
What
that
are we
isn't
doing
dropping
right now?
settlements.
Do we need a recess to discuss settlement agreements again?
2 minutes.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I said it. It's out there. You said no. It's all good.
All right. Miss Morton, are you
Yeah.
with us?
Yeah, sorry the aliens took me again.
All right. I believe you are first witness for plaintiff. All right, come on up to the fucking stand or whatever.
Agnes?
That's you, Miss Morton.
I can't get up.
Oh god.
What?
The gas leak, Your Honor. No.
Ash, can you help me maybe?
Your Honor, are we allowed to curse in this courtroom?
I'm good now.
You're good?
All right.
Good job. I'm proud of you, Agnes.
Fuck.
Hang on a sec.
I'm going to say at your own peril.
At your own peril.
Yeah.
I will take that as a no. I would like to have a pleasant conversation with your mother, not a negative one.
Alright. If you would like to totally swear in this witness, please.
Perfect. I'm gonna gamble with the peril. All right. I'm gonna need you to raise that hand for me.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the goddamn truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury, up to and including death.
Yeah.
So help you, the Sumner Tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Hello,
Witness
Miss
is
Morton.
yours, totally.
All right, Miss Morton, let's talk about the creation of this company.
Yeah.
When did you create it?
Right after we returned from the flood.
Okay. Did you acquire any assets with the company?
Could the witness speak up? I can barely hear her over here.
Oh, yes, Agnes, please.
Can you
You
hear
can
me?
use the microphone if you wish.
How'd that?
I can hear you just fine, honey.
Thank you. What
Okay.
was the question?
So before you acquired any assets, you had to form the company?
Yeah.
Okay. What assets did you acquire for the company? As
Your
far as
Honor,
real estate,
scope, relevance, please.
we're talking about the sale of a company, its property. Its assets are inherently in scope. 1 second, Agnes.
Yeah, 1 second, please. I mean, this case is totally about some sort of asset. It might be the one she's about to totally say right now. Let's hear it.
So what assets did you acquire for the
so
business,
we had
Stroke
to get the
Master?
buildings and the machines and the tables.
Okay. But all that had to happen after you formed the business.
Yeah.
Objection leading.
Just a restatement of testimony, Your Honor.
What? Yeah, nothing new really came of this, so I'll overrule.
You had to buy the assets after the company, after you made the company.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
So I went to like town hall. I got the paper and filled it out for that guy. I forget his name. And then he's like, "You're good to go. You can get your place if you want." So we went.
Objection relevance.
We're talking about ownership of a company.
What? I think it's pretty clear that she totally owned the company before the sale, right?
No, Your Honor, it's not clear because you're misunderstanding the ownership, and I'm going to get to that in one question.
Interesting. I will give you that one question.
Were you the sole owner?
No.
You had a co-owner?
I had 4.
Okay. Okay. Today we're talking about, or it's entered into evidence, the position of Mr. Saltwood or Mr. Gentry in the business. So let's talk about that. What was your position in the company?
I was the I wouldn't say the owner, but like the administrative person.
Right. And in the organization, is that the head permissions, the head
Yes.
administrator? Okay. What about your other 3 co-owners?
They were listed as, I believe at one point they were listed as co-owners.
Okay. But you were still above them?
Yes.
Okay. Were any of them equal co-owners to you?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't really matter who, but for the sake of it, who?
There was Vic, Bama, at different points, of course, Saxon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but any 3 people, if they were equal co-owners to you, despite that, they were still below you in the administration.
Yeah.
Okay. But to clarify, as co-owners, you mean that they have equal stake in the assets as you.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Your Honor, pardon me. I need to drink some water.
Also, since Miss Lee is asking questions so rapidly, I would ask the witness to take maybe a second before answering.
Yeah.
They are very much rapid fire.
Absolutely. I have no objection to that. Agnes, please wait just a couple beats before you answer my questions to allow Miss Celestina a chance to object.
And for the court to totally get down everything that you're saying, basically.
Ooh, okay. Yes, for the honor's consideration as well.
Sorry.
It's all
No,
right.
it's okay. We have to tell people this all the time. Okay, let's talk about this contract. You signed. When did you sign it?
I think it's the 16th.
It's okay. If you don't recall, I can reference the evidence. It was the.
Oh.
It was the 11th. I was just making sure you had me second guessing myself. It was the 11th. Okay. So talk to me about transfer of money before then, before the 11th.
So when we came to him.
Objection vague. Can we narrow it down a little bit?
Okay.
Talk
Yeah,
about
talk
what,
to me
when?
about. Tell me when you had the first payment. Or, well, I'll tell you when the first payment, since you have trouble calling it. Tell me about the meeting between you and Morton for the first payment on March 15th, 2025 for a $200,000 down payment.
Objection leading compound.
I'm just providing information to her about the specificity of the. There's one question. I said, tell me about it. It's also not leading because I'm specifically trying to just inform her when the time was about the payment. I could say the first down payment.
What meeting? I just realized I said compound. I meant relevance, but
That's okay. I don't object to her entering in a relevance objection at this time.
I'm totally gonna fucking overrule it this time.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll restate. Tell me about the meeting you had with Mr. Saltwood, now Mr. Gentry, on March 15th for the $200,000 down payment.
We talked about selling it to him, and he agreed, and he got us some money for the down payment on the 15th. And at that time, we had no contract.
Okay. Yeah, you had no contract.
Yeah.
Okay, so you signed on April 11th. You didn't have a contract on March 15th. When did you make the contract?
I got it on April 9th.
Ooh, okay. April 9th. 2 days before the last payment. And about 25 days after the first. Did you discuss payment terms verbally?
It was just understanding that he would pay me back when he could. And he was making pretty good payments for a while there.
Okay. Did you guys have any you guys have any other like conversations about this that weren't verbal at the down payment? Just yes or no?
No.
Okay. Did you ever draft a bill of sale?
No.
Okay. Let's talk. Since we're talking about transfer of ownership, you've transferred ownership previously with TJ, right? I recall correctly.
So I owned Stroke Masters the whole time, and TJ
No, hold
was
on.
the
Just
partner.
a yes or no. Just a yes or no question.
No.
Hold on, there was an objection on the floor.
Sorry, I apologize.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Objection was to Worthens, correct?
Yes, I don't see how what she did with the business prior to this case has any relevance on the case.
Miss Wee, could you tell
Your
us how
Honor,
it's relevant?
I'm simply trying to establish how these transfers of ownership have previously been done, and the things she can do, the things she's aware she can do, and the things that she notably did not do for this contract and this sale, as it's referencing. I think the management of businesses is a bit archaic, and I think the understanding of Miss Morton and obviously also Miss Saltwood, I'm sorry, Mr. Saltwood, is pretty important to have here.
My objection stands, Your Honor.
I flick. I can't really see how it would be relevant to a breach of contract.
Okay.
So I will sustain.
Thank you, Your Honor. When was the last time you communicated with Mr. Saltwood?
I believe it was the 18th.
Of April? Okay.
Mhm.
What did you guys talk about?
He was upset because my daughter had taken her stuff from Stroke Masters.
Okay.
Mm.
He was upset.
Yeah.
You say he was upset. What did he do anything? Did he say anything to you?
Yes, he ended up firing my daughter, my husband, and my son-in-law.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'd say it's upset.
And then he banned my daughter and son-in-law from the property.
Oh. So you were still permitted upon the property previously?
Yeah.
This was an understanding between you two?
Yeah. I was
Can you
gonna
talk to
help.
me? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna help him until he finished paying me off, and then I would work there for him. Was our agreement originally?
Okay. Anyone else witness this agreement?
I can't remember.
Okay. But he kicked you out, banned you, fired you, your husband, your daughter, unexpectedly. Okay. Did you speak to him after he did that?
No, I haven't spoken to him since.
Okay. Did your daughter ever get her stuff back?
Yeah, that's what started the whole thing.
Okay.
She got her stuff.
Okay. How long did you own Stroke Masters before this?
Objection,
I
relevance.
Miss Wade?
Your Honor, I mean, emotional damages are in the complaint. I'm trying to establish the emotional attachment, and obviously the emotional actions here that are just brought into scope, and I'm trying to establish the weight of them by talking about the attachment, the emotional attachment of Miss Morton to Stroke Master.
Alright, I will overrule it this time.
Okay.
what was the question?
How long did you own Stroke Master after the flood? Until this point that we're referencing.
Let's see. We got about 2 weeks after the flood, and then March 15th.
For the record, and also for my purpose, when was the flood?
I think it was like
What?
the 20th.
Can you repeat that? I apologize.
I think we returned from the flood on like the 21st of December.
Of December. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah. 4 months. 3.5. Okay. You put a lot of work into this.
Yes.
Talk to me about your talk to me about the nature of the business of Stroke Master. I'm going to ask you, did the reputation of Stroke Master change from the transfer of management in a way that you notice?
Objection. What's the one when you... God, I forgot the word. Speculation. There we go. Got it to go out.
Ooh.
Sorry about that.
May I rebut?
Of course.
I said that she noticed. I'm specifically making her reference her own, again, specific and factual observations. I'm not having her guess.
I will overrule. I would like to hear it.
Miss Morton.
May I ask what you mean?
Yeah, so, you know, as a business owner, right, you have these personal connections with your clientele, and that's pretty emotional. So I wanted to ask you, did you see the clientele change at Stroke Master? Or have you had any observation? Let me rephrase. Have you had any observations, just yes or no, about the clientele changing at Stroke Master?
Yes.
Okay. In what way?
When I ran the place, we used to be anyone could come get repairs there. But from what I noticed is we've lost a lot of people that used to go there.
Okay. Any particular demographic?
The officers.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
I'm not really sure.
Okay. All right. Has this affected your personal relationships with your clientele? Ex-clientele?
They're they're more likely going to other shops now, which I never wanted.
But let me refocus, Miss Morton. I'm talking about your personal interactions with them.
Oh, my personal? No, not really.
Okay. Okay, you're on. That's all.
That's a big spider. I love that.
Always.
Alright. Thank
Call
you
me the
very much,
Spider
Miss
Queen.
Wade. Miss Celestine, witness is yours.
Oh, thank you. I will take good care of her. Hello, Miss Agnes. How are you doing today?
I'm
That's good. That's good. I have a question for you. You mentioned on the stand that you are not the one to draft this business sale agreement. Would you mind telling me who was?
I don't remember.
Understandable. Did you have any input on what goes into that agreement?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Were you the one who chose the wording for the clause 2.1 yourself?
Can you remind me?
Absolutely, honey. There you go. I'm going to read it out to you. Unless Your Honor would prefer that I just hand her a copy.
If you have one handy, that would certainly be
Yeah, I have no
great.
objection.
I do have one handy, but I just realized it is an electronic document, so maybe a link could suffice that the witness could look up on their phone.
No objections again.
Yeah, at this point, it's totally like Devil's choice. I don't really mind Devil.
Yeah,
All right,
anyway.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have it handy. I have paper, but I would just swing by a printer or something that would drill out. So instead, I will offer you my phone number, Miss Agnes. I would appreciate if you do the same, and I will send you the link to the agreement. I believe that'll be the exact same link that you shared with my client. Stand by. Let's hope the text messages work today. There you go. Be sure not to click on it, copy it, and paste it into actual browser. The phones don't like having links open up in them, if you catch my drift. Let me know once you have it up.
All right, where am I looking?
Oh, I was just waiting for you to have it up. Let's take a look at the clause 2.1. My question is, where you chose its wording yourself?
I believe so.
Got it. Wonderful. Why did you not include an actual calendar date?
Because at the time I was trusting Gunner Timothy to make the payments.
Why was there no payment schedule or anything included in that
Your Honor,
paperwork?
asked and answered.
What? It's pretty much the same question. I imagine the answer would probably be the same too. But why don't we hear it anyway?
Thank you, Your Honor.
What's the question?
Why didn't you attach a payment schedule of any kind to this paperwork?
I didn't feel like we needed one, and he never asked for one.
Gotcha, my client never asked for one. Great. On March 15th, you received a payment of $200,000 from Mr. Gentry, correct?
That is correct.
On 25th of March, you received $100,000, correct?
Yes,
You accepted both of those payments?
I did.
All right. What about April 11th, 100,000 more. You accepted that as well, didn't you?
I did.
So by April 11th, you have been paid $500,000 in less than 4 weeks by my client.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. Did you had any objection or issues with those payments, those 3 payments?
Not that time, no.
All right, wonderful. Can you remind me what's the closing date you decided in the agreement here?
It was March 15th, I believe.
Wonderful. So it is, as I can read it down here. Between April 11th and 19th, have you said any text messages to Mr. Gantry demanding payment?
No.
Have you ever sent any communication to Mr. Gantry regarding your desire to mediate?
No, I've been letting my lawyer handle it.
Alrighty. Is there any communication whatsoever between you and Mr. Gantry regarding this breach of contract before the lawsuit?
No.
And you have signed this document that you had drafted up for you on the April 11th after receiving only half of the owed funds, correct?
That's correct.
And you still decided to sign over the ownership of Quick Strokes, the organization that owns both Stroke Masters Auto Shop and dealership, to Mr. Country, correct?
Your Honor, objection, misstatement of evidence. Also leading. So leading.
It's
It's
cross,
on
honey.
cross. It's cross, so she can.
Flick. Remind the court of the question, please.
I was asking if that was the same day, April 11th, that she signed over the ownership of Quick Strokes, the organization that owns the properties, to Mr. Gentry.
And your objection was?
Misstatement of evidence, Your Honor. And if it's not misstatement of evidence, it's assumed facts, not in evidence.
Yeah, I was just staying here. You can get there with a different question.
Sure. Was the ownership of Quick Strokes ever in your hands?
Yes.
All right. Who owns Quick Strokes now?
Your Honor, calls for a legal conclusion.
Your Honor, the witness is a business owner. That is not a legal conclusion. That is literally her job.
Your Honor, she's not an ownership and contract law professional. She doesn't even understand, I mean, not to be prejudicial, but she didn't understand the kind of company she was owning. I had to try and figure out whether we were doing limited liability or corporation.
I don't see how that's relevant to her being an owner.
Relevant to
Yeah,
legal.
let's hear the answer, please.
What was the question?
All right, the question is, who owns Quick Strokes now?
As far as I'm aware, it's Gunner Timothy.
Who was that again, honey?
Gunner Timothy is his name now, I think.
Mr. Gentry.
Mr. Gentry.
It's okay, I forget my own client's new name all the time. I don't blame you for that. All right, so Do you know how my client came into being the owner of Quick Strokes?
I gave it to him. Well, I didn't give it to him. I sold to him.
All right, wonderful. So, to clarify, you signed over the ownership of that organization to Mr. Gentry. Was it on the April 11th?
No,
When was it?
March 15th.
The date of the sale. Wonderful. On May 23rd, we've been presented with a new mortgage agreement. Were you the one to draft that?
No.
Did you review it?
Yes.
Did you instruct your counsel, who I'm assuming wrote it, what you want in it?
Yes.
Did you decide for that document to null and void the previous sale of the business?
Your Honor, this assumes facts that aren't in evidence. It assumes that the sale has happened. It does mention the contract being null and void. It does not assume that the contract constitutes a sale that happened. Also, it doesn't. It's not proven that it is a previous sale that's happened.
Your Honor, the witness herself has testified to the transitioning the ownership that she had to my client. There is absolutely no doubt in anyone's mind that the ownership has been moved. We have a literal sale of business we are disputing today.
No bill of sale.
I am going to totally allow her to answer the question, but keep in mind this is all will be weighed accordingly.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What was the question?
The document presented to us on the 23rd of May mentions null and void regarding the previous, let me get this straight, business sale agreement. Were you the one who decided that?
From my understanding, it was just a renegotiation of the original contract.
I'm going to take that as you don't understand the question, honey. The agreement your counsel has proposed calls for basically canceling the document that was signed by you on the 11th of April. Did you decide on that?
Yes.
Why?
It was supposed to be a renegotiation of the original contract.
So you're unhappy with the original contract?
I feel like both me and Gunnar probably, or Timothy, are probably unhappy with it.
I'm going to take that as a yes. Why did you sign it? The original contract?
Originally, I signed it because Gunnar asked me for contract.
You said originally you signed it for that reason. Were there any other reason you signed it for, or? I only see one signature, so I'm a little bit confused.
No, I only signed it because he asked for a contract.
All right. The document on May 23rd also gives you the power to foreclose on Mr. Gentry's assets if he misses a weekly installment. Was that your idea?
It might have been. I'm unsure.
All right, and that document came into existence after you already filed a lawsuit against my client, yes?
Yes.
Well, at any point were you offered $500,000 by my client?
No.
Did my client's counsel offer you to pay all of the remaining funds from the payment?
No.
Did your lawyer at any point mention that my client would be happy to pay $500,000 that he owes you?
I don't believe so.
Then please explain to me why did we receive an agreement that would constitute a payment of $500,000, but it was then declined by you, and we instead moved to court?
Your Honor, misstatement of evidence. Mischaracterization of evidence. Objection. These are just texts between me and Annabelle speaking ad hoc about an agreement that we possibly could come to. I was exploring the details of it and the idea of it. No specific agreement was laid out, and I didn't bring it to the client because I didn't see anything to bring to the client because it didn't align. Yeah, we didn't get a time to negotiate it properly.
All right, I guess I don't have anything to ask you regarding that since you never heard of it, Miss Agnes. Let's see what's next. Since you never heard about that, would you be happy to accept $500,000 from my client?
Well, hold on a second, Teal. There was an objection. Why?
Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I blacked out on that.
This is totally like the text messages that were totally sent between each other. I totally see that in evidence right here.
The third one, Your Honor, who you're referencing.
There was also one that's totally been submitted or whatever, talking about bill of sale and stuff like that. That's
Yes,
what
Your
you're
Honor.
referring to, Miss Celestine?
No. I was referring to, I
It's the
believe that would be evidence labeled as B3,
B3.
the third and final proposal.
Briefly, alright. Just to be clear, who is sending this message?
It's me, Ashley.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
have-
overrule here.
I have a further remark, Your Honor. Me and Miss Celestine spoke between those two sets of texts. Yeah, that's all. Nothing.
Alright.
No objection.
Yeah, I overrule here.
Yeah.
Let me backtrack to remember what my last question was. I correct me if I'm wrong, Your Honor, but I think the witness has that question and said she did not know.
Yes, that was her answer.
All right.
All right, let's move on then. Let me restate my question. Would you be happy to accept $500,000 from my client?
I'm not sure how to answer this, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, that'd be preferable.
Because the answer is, of course, yes.
Is it the happy part? I can remove the happy part and just ask, would you accept $500,000 from my client? There we go. Less emotional.
Yes.
Your Honor, if we could have a recess for 2 minutes to talk about a deal that I tried to bring up earlier, stating exactly this. If that's something Miss Celestine is willing to entertain, as she's indicating by her line of questioning.
I mean, I'm here to defend a case against my client. I'm leaving it in your hands, Your Honor, if you want to grant that recess or not.
Is there a possibility that this could be fucking settled here, Miss Celestine?
I do not know. We made an offer. It's all up to the plaintiff to accept it or not. But I suppose I was
offer made. There's no record of an offer being made. All the correspondence regarding this offer is from me in evidence. We had a verbal conversation, and I believe Miss Celestine is misrecalling the details. But for the record, we would be happy to accept a maturity date of 35 days.
All right, Chambers.
Yep, thank you.
Joey, lift me up. I'm stuck.
Yes.
I'm too fat. I'm too fat.
Yeah.
Do I stay here? Okay.
No problem.
Hello, Your Honor.
Thank you. I just couldn't fit between those chairs.
Go get him.
$500,000 paid and $100,000 paid.
Yep,
For
that's
change
it.
the second day from signing,
He's
maturity date to be
confused.
35 days after signing.
I don't blame you.
If she just fucking offers 500,000 right now, why the fuck haven't they paid it in all the fucking time they had
I
to pay
still
it?
need them to pay my lawyer fees, though.
Yeah, in my opinion, I wouldn't have said yes. I would have added some
Yeah,
yes to it.
that's
but,
why I was like, I'm not sure, you know.
Nah, I mean, you should
my
have.
client
You could have said that.
decided against that offer.
I can answer for that. That's because I didn't say to her that that was an offer. I also didn't say that to Miss Celestine. The offer I said was, we can have this, and then we can also settle all other
Hey, Liz, how you doing?
Confused. I am.
regarding ownership and any tortious acts.
I'm not.
Good, good. Yeah, you know, hanging in there.
Or Mr. Gentry.
I can see exactly what's going on. She's calling rejection at everything.
What are you doing
Ashley
these
says.
days?
I'm working as a DA paralegal with
After conferring.
Oh, good choice, man.
You know,
Give me food back. I'm really hungry.
she's gonna come up and offer all the money and be like, yeah.
It'd be
here's
good
the
to
money.
see you get your feet wet in there again.
Vic, you got a snack I can have?
I have a drink here.
Oh, no, I have plenty of those.
Has authorized you in some degree to try and settle it somehow. How do we get this settled?
I don't know. It's
Well,
it's
very
too far
simple,
gone
man.
to accept
Suppose Ms.
just the base
Agnes
500K, you know?
$500,000
Yeah, no, I need my lawyer
Like,
for
it's
this.
taken so long.
refused to pay that and is happy to pay that. The only detail, I guess, is logical to request is to make it a reasonable time frame instead of just paying 500,000 in one setting. That's why I was so pleased to see this offer made by my slave.
Oh, your
I'm
wallet's
so
empty?
heartbroken to see it then denied by confusing language.
And what's that musty smell?
Yeah, I acknowledge
Everybody
that
else?
Your Honor, absolutely confused.
Never mind.
I could have been more clear in negotiations.
What does this say?
Well, I'm glad we're here to clear things up right now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Celestine, do you need one? Does your client need longer than 45 days?
Absolutely not, Your Honor.
So you'd be fine with.
I'm just wondering why they couldn't have fucking paid in the first place. You know, you wouldn't fucking be here all this fucking time.
Yeah.
If they would have just
And it's
paid
not like-
and then the fucking audacity to be like, would you happily accept 500,000 from my client? No fucking shit. That's why we're here.
Right?
Get the 500,000.
I was like, what the fuck?
500,000 by that date, and we don't have to worry about.
But like, also, we deserve more than just the base 500,000. He's made so much fucking money from the place since then,
I mean, I bring that to
illegally, and we had to get lawyers involved. Now we have to pay a lawyer, so we're losing money. We lost money on business. We lost money on the lawyer. Someone just died.
please, Big Garfield. Thank you.
And I'm
You don't
talking
like
about
that?
corner over there.
I'm done.
Or that one over there with the weird.
Hey, Agnes, can you come over here?
The hugging thing banana skins. Or you can use that one.
What's up?
Hey, Agnes, whisper for me,
I
okay?
want to do
I am.
like one of the other coronavirus.
All right, so we're going to talk about a maturity date of 35 days after signing. Do you know what maturity date means?
It means yes, I do.
Oh,
Okay.
it hurts so much. biting my
So,
tongue
do you
right
want to have payments in intervals of 7 days, or would you just not care and you want it in 35 days, full
Does it
stop?
help?
So that'd be 30 days from when?
Yes,
Today?
yes, it does.
From, yeah, today, whenever we sign.
And to think this case could have potentially been totally resolved before it even started.
I mean, payments would probably be easier for him.
Payments? You want payments?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, hopefully this little
Hey, Mark,
settlement
Client wants
conference
payments.
will. You would rather have scheduled payments.
Life Invaders?
Yes, Your
Somebody
Honor.
put the entire Bible on there.
Defense
I got it right there.
counsel. Do you have any
Um,
disagreement to this?
No, absolutely not. What are you settling on? 100,000 a week?
Right,
Let's
100,000 a
see
week,
here.
first payment due after
Right.
7 days after signing, maturity date 35 days after signing.
All right, so 5 installments of like $100,000 then.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right? Is your client prepared to pay at the end of this week, Miss Celestine?
Absolutely.
All right, then. Before the freaking court or whatever, the freaking agreement of the settlement will be Mr. freaking Gentry will pay $500,000 in 5 $100,000 installments, made payable every Sunday until fully paid.
I have one thing to add to that, Your Honor, if you don't mind.
All right.
Can we make it so he can pay quicker if he wants to?
Absolutely.
If he wishes to pay more on whatever days, absolutely.
Absolutely.
just making sure.
Any overpayments will be contributory to any future payments. 100%.
Alright.
No
Excellent.
penalties.
And if need be, the court will reserve the right to totally have a look at the finances to make sure all has been paid and any overpaid is returned to Mr. Gentry.
Yes, Your Honor.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Miss Agnes, is the bank account number you sent my client still accurate?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Wonderful. Then it'll be a
Alright.
direct transfer to the plaintiff's account.
Alright. Miss Morton, are you alright with payments happening every Sunday?
Yes.
Alright. Then, by the power vested in me, I totally make this agreement finalized. Hooray.
Praise be. Thank you, Your Honor.
I will totally make sure and follow up probably. I don't want to see this in my courtroom ever again.
I had such a good closing, Your Honor. I even included a Minecraft reference.
Aw.
Well, I'm glad
That's-
you blushed for the occasion at least.
I saw you making Minecraft references on the docket too, Celestine. I was scared.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You started off with like 50 points ahead.
Mm-hmm. But the Minecraft tickets, Your Honor. The Minecraft tickets.
Yeah, as soon as they're up for sale, I'll totally get them over to you.
Ah,
Alright, let's head back out there. Totally inform the court that trials no longer needed.
thank you, Your Honor. Oop. I need to stop clogging up these doors I can't open.
Alright, everyone in the courtroom. It appears that the plaintiff and defense counsel have totally come to a private agreement on the total stuff that totally happened here in court today and all the stuff that's going to be happening outside of the court. And so this freaking matter is closed.
Yippee.
Have a great.
Woohoo. Anyone else feel really lightheaded?
I
Winner.
will totally get it up on the docket probably at some time. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow.
I tried to say this shit at the beginning, man.
I'm so fucking pissed right now.
I fucking tried to say it at the beginning.
Bullshitting us.
Right? Everyone heard that. I said, let's recess
in
for
my
2 minutes to
note.
talk about this shit. Right there! At the beginning! Ah!
Glorious waste of time. So
And
what's
on
the
the
final
docket, I think.
conclusion?
What'd she say?
What's the final conclusion?
He's gonna go with weekly payments.
Yeah, weekly payments. His first one's 7 days from now. Maturity
For only
date.
500K?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's better than not getting paid, I guess.
I mean, I didn't settle anything else, so if you want to litigate further, you could, but as far as
I mean, we
this,
still have lawyer fees and shit that they've incurred for us, you know?
yeah, you don't really have to worry about paying me much or anything.
No, I'm
Agnes.
just saying,
Hold on
like,
now, Ashley.
I was gonna
What'd you say?
say.
1 second, let me. Hey, Sean, I was in court. I'm with another client. Give me about 5 minutes, okay? And I'll call you back. Sounds good. Go ahead.
The lawyer fees are kind of her fault for making this drag on. We could have done this weeks ago.
Yeah, kind of sucks that His Honor did not see eye to eye with us, but when he made those remarks in the pre-trial motions, I did not see much hope.
I think he was over this too.
Yeah. Okay, well, pay me whatever you want to pay me whenever you want to pay me. I don't give a shit. It's nice meeting y'all. If y'all want to litigate further, or you want defense, or you want litigation for anything else, I'm around, and I would love to draw up contracts with Miss Victory.
Yeah.
Are we okay? Any
Agnes
remarks for
doesn't
me?
get to make contracts by herself anymore. Contract
Yeah, I
privileges
was-
are revoked completely, forever, with no
I
chance
wasn't
of
gonna admit
trial.
that I made that
Nope.
contract. You fucking think I was gonna admit that?
That contract haunts my nightmares.
I hope you guys are satisfied with my representation. If you have any notes for me, I'd love to hear
No.
them, because I value you guys.
I don't have no notes. Celestine has notes from me, but I don't think they'll be taken positively.
No, I don't think so either. Alright, well, you know what? What's it called over there? The fucking club?
The palace.
Palace.
I can't wait to swing by. When's open mic?
Fridays.
Fridays.
Friday at 4.
Fuck yeah. Friday at 4 Eastern?
Yeah.
Me and Martina might swing by.
Oh yeah, I got good
It
songs
looked
I
cool
could
when
sing.
I went there. Honestly, as far as like an initial meeting spot, pretty fucking sweet.
Alright, well, guess me and Vic will head out.
Alright, nice meeting y'all. You have a good day.
So Vic can yell at me. Come on, Vic.
I think I might buy an alley from somebody. He's selling it for 55.
Oh, you can buy a new one for 60.
Yeah, but it's 55.
Or maybe even less.
It's 60 to 61. So, you know, that's 5K less.
Well, that's whatever it is. Whatever you want to do.
It's on Life Invader.
I bought my Cambrio, so I'm out of
No,
money.
G-Spot, I mean.
I want to talk to you about this money we're gonna get.
Alright.
goes up for like 53. Nah, I'd say grab that shit.
Yeah.
Apologies, miss. I'm very sad to hear that your attorney decided not to bring you something that you were happy to accept. Literally could have avoided all of this. But oh well, not my decision to make.
Yeah. Vic, we have to head out.
The guy's sitting on City Hall, so we can.
Oh, never mind then. I'll just stay here and talk to you then. So, if it's okay with you, I want to reinvest the 400k we're gonna get. Because I need to give Janky 100. You'll never guess where I want to invest it.
That shop.
Mm-hmm. I've already talked to Bama. He's okay with that.
So, how much of the shop's gonna be mine then?
That's why I'm going to talk to you. Because you, me, and Bama will be like co-owners.
So, we're all gonna have a third of it?
I think so, yeah.
Sounds good. I'm
And
not
I'll
getting stuck in the fucking quote unquote CEO spy again.
No, it's going to be me. The whole bullshit with TJ made me pissed, and yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that entire situation with TJ kind of fucked me because it was supposed to be the three of us, but it was you two, and then I was.
Yeah, that because he blindsided me that day in the office. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna go get the title transfer so I can buy it from the guy.
Well, this guy's gonna meet you here. I'm gonna sit over here. I'm hungry.
What's that?
I need food.
There's popsicles in the courtroom.
I ate them all.
Damn.
I'm gonna sit here.
Are cheap anymore.
What?
Title transfers are cheap as fuck.
How much are they?
$237.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna think about food for my brain real quick.
Hey, how's it going?
Hola. Oh, hey, you're the guy selling deli.
Yeah. Molly, you off the? Are you back home? All right, word. I'll call you in a second. Sorry, I was just checking on somebody. Yeah, I am. If you want to come over here, I'll show you the car. I just parked it outside. You
He said art was for fruits and property would never tank. Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He literally said a minute ago he would have taken this car if it wasn't for the fact that he knew me.
Damn, it is a nice fucking car.
So, sounds like what?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I bought it and then I was like, you don't really want this. I don't know why I bought it.
Yeah, well, you can ask Agnes here. I love the Ellie.
It's a nice car. Someone was gonna offer me a Hermes with some mods on it for this, but I think someone offered like a really fucking good deal, so she just ended up selling it. So now I kind of don't have any reason for this.
Fair, fair. Yeah, I mean, I can get money.
I would be more than willing to sell it.
Yeah. Sure, I can just get cash real quick.
All right. I'll be
What's that
here.
thing again?
55K. We can make it like 54.5, so that you don't have to pay for the repair. The fucking door's missing.
Oh, don't even worry about the repair.
Oh, all right. Well, either way, it's fine. I think I have something in a glove. I might grab that. Hold on.
Yeah, make sure you take all your stuff.
Yeah. This isn't even my type of car. I really don't know why I bought it.
I've been there, done that. I bought a donk custom action. And I was
Oh,
like, why did I get this thing?
I love the
don't want it.
donks. I had just sold the Rebla for like way over market price, because it was, it's not in the market right now, and I bought this just on a spur after paying off my debt, and then I was like, I'm never gonna drive this because I have another car that I like, so I just thought I'd sell it instead.
I feel that.
Alright, here, let me get you the title thingy for you.
I have a title transfer right here.
What you got?
I got a title transfer there, right there.
Oh, I already got one, but
Oh shit.
I'll give
Yeah,
it back
back
to you in
then?
case. Yeah. What's your state ID number?
10345 should be. Let me. Yep, 10345.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just put this in for like dirt cheap, and so you don't get fucked by taxes, or I don't get fucked, and then you can just pass me the money after.
Sounds good.
I've told it was by a lawyer that it's tax fraud, but I've never actually seen a cop give a fuck, and as far as I know, everyone in the city does it, so...
I mean, as a lawyer, who the fuck's gonna say something?
Yeah... I just got fucked once, because I had someone pay not cash, like bank, and I was in like 100K debt, and I watched that shit just disappear. It was bad. But yeah, enjoy the car. Thank you very much for the deal.
Can I get that key, please?
Oh, yeah. I only have one on me at the moment. I don't know
That's
where the
fine.
other
I
ones
can
went,
make more.
but...
I'm a mechanic.
Alright, nice to meet you guys. I'm from CHF. I'm Guna. If you ever need anything, like killed people or guns or anything, just let me know.
I'll get that in mind.
Don't tell any cops, though. I fucking hate the cops.
Fuck the cops.
Hey, drive safe. Oh,
I
yeah, make
won't.
sure you
Thank you.
garage that thing, by the way. I'm sure you know, but.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
So first of all, let's go fix your car.
I have repair kits in my bike.
Okay. My repair kits are in the box truck.
I'm gonna go park this first.
Yeah, does it?
Could you? Here's a key.
Uh-huh. You want to take it back to the tinsels?
Yeah.
Alright. Don't forget to take your helmet off when driving. Take your key.
I've got quite the car collection now.
Oh, yeah, so do I.
How's it going? Oh, yeah.
Look who's back. Back again. We both got our cars back. Look at our babies. This is not Matt. It's supposed to be Matt.
Yeah.
Okay, Todd.
Well, now I need a shop so I can, you know,
Customize
fuck
it?
with. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm not fucking paying shop fees.
Alright.
How's it going? Of course.
What we up to?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of only woke up for that court case.
Oh. Alright, well.
No. I feel kinda cheated from the result of that.
I did too. I'm also fucking mad that Celestine had like apparently given that offer, last week or whatever. I think isn't that the same fucking offer that we were offering this whole damn time?
Yeah. But like at this point, hey, go look at the trunk.
There's nothing. Don't walk over here because I'm hungry. The car tires is closed. I do feel kind of cheated. I'm like, these are the same fucking offers we were making you for weeks now. Just do this shit.
I don't know where my bike was. I just went to the insurance guy and got it back. Yeah. So I don't know if someone stole it or if it got towed. But
I think it
this
probably
guy
got
hooked me up.
towed.
By who, I wonder?
Hmm? God, I have to walk so far just to get something to eat.
You could just climb over the...
I can't because I can't jump.
Oh, if you keep on thinking about jumping, you can.
Sometimes it will let me, other times it won't. I'm gonna eat all these hot dogs. So, since we're the only ones here, I want to tell you something Strong told me.
Sure.
Strong told me that we could each get a gun.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm already buying you a gun.
Well, he says that for each of us, it's gonna be a free gun.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
I just want to get initiated.
Yeah, I think you have to do some more work or something.
No, he said, when, what's her face gets initiated, I am too.
Oh,
I don't know what
stabby.
that's gonna be.
Not stabby.
Yeah.
Oh no, we have an incense master now, that's all I know.
We have what?
A master of the incense. That's the one that do the ceremonies.
I have to find out from Wong where he wants my initiation to be. But yeah, I got some brain stuff to take care of actually.
Right now?
Yeah.
Alright.
But here, I'll let you borrow. So you can zoom around and get done what you need to get done.
Alright.
Have you had the opportunity to look for the packages underwater, by the way?
No. I might go do that.
If you want to. Not rushing you. I'm just glad this question's over so I don't have to, you know, keep myself so preoccupied.
I feel cheated though, just because of what the fuck Celestine did.
Oh, yeah. But also, we have no guarantee that they're going to pay, because what it is the exact fucking same as before the court case.
Yeah, but now this time there's actually like a record, you know?
Yeah.
If
But
he's
like,
not making those weekly payments, then you know shit happens. Or she could make a list of the payments too, so we have them. You okay?
just thinking.
You stopped in the middle of a sentence.
Oh, did I? Apologies. I don't even know what I was saying, to be honest.
I don't remember either. Alright, well, go find a nice corner to sleep in, like that couch over there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, guess who just won their court case?
You won your court case?
Yeah, so this whole time we've been like, oh, well, let's make a payment plan, you know? And fucking
Yeah.
during the court case, Celestine was like, oh, how about we do a payment plan?
Oh, yes.
I was so fucking pissed. I was so pissed.
So what happens with everything then?
What do you mean?
So what happens with the building then?
That's
It's
now
like-
it's all Gunner's problem now.
Oh. So
Yeah.
he has to pay you, how much does he owe you?
500K?
On top of him having to open the shop back up, that's gonna be fucking expensive. Dan, didn't they all get fined for that business being closed?
I don't know, but I do know that the state's still investigating and they can still seize it.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Be really inconvenient if a catalytic
Especially
converter ended up in auto
if
exotic
they,
too.
especially if they convict Gunner of a felony.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I just watched a murder kitty run down the street. That was terrifying.
Yeah, but if they convict Gunner of a felony, he loses the building.
Ooh.
Bless you.
Ooh. That would suck.
Right?
There was somebody talking about going and putting, like, trying to get AE shut down and going and putting a fucking catalytic converter in one of the boxes and just seeing what would happen, just because they don't like Harlan either.
I mean, look at what he's. Oh, I found out why I was fired.
Why?
It's the stupidest reason. So apparently, I was wearing a helmet at the plastic plant one day, and I was talking shit apparently, and someone voice ID'd me.
Interesting.
And I was like, oh, so you guys never met my sisters who have the same exact voice as me. That's cool.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Hang up. I'm about to kill somebody.
Okay, have fun.
Bro, you want to die today?
running uphill now?
No. Hey, Agnes.
Oh, hey.
How you doing?